Okay. River Lite. Okay. This is an American light lager. It's meant to. This is another one of our beer flavored beers, but this one is like really in the vein and meant to imitate like a Bud Light, a Miller Lite, like an American light beer. The difference between us and some of the bigger guys is we're using a little more quality ingredients. But what separates an American light lager from like any other kind of lager is basically the use of what we'd call adjuncts, okay? Which is a grain that's like anything other than like barley or wheat. So here you've got a little bit of rice and a little bit of corn, and that helps with the grain bill to like get those fermentable sugars. The result is something that should taste pretty darn similar to some of those light lagers that we, have all known and loved, may continue to love, and that's fine. We're fine with that. Anyway, so yeah, let's give it a taste and see what notes we get off of it.
Smells pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Does it taste just like
Tastes pretty familiar.
Totally. So the idea in creating this is like I wanted to make something that I was able to just like crush and have a bunch of. That's the idea here. Yeah, recommend it to people as a good starter beer. I think it's probably going to catch on pretty quick, just based on its drinkability and its sellability. I expect us to like really go through this stuff when the tap room's busy. We've got a bunch of it, so we're not worried about running out of it very quickly. I think I've got something like 26 kegs in the back of this, so yeah, we've got it for a while, and it's not going to distribution or anything like that. So it's all in the tap room here. I'll have crowlers of it ready to go by this afternoon, or depending on how things go on the canning line there, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, I expect this one to just go off. I think it's an easy sell. And I mean, that's pretty much it from me. It's like there's not a lot of nuance here. It's just on the nose. Unless anybody has something that they want to add, they're observing, tasting, input, feedback.
what's the ABV?
ABV is, I think it's like 4.6. 4.1. Okay, so there you go.
I'm so excited that we have this because I hate selling the bottled beer that we have.
Or the West.
And the people that like come in and ask, like I have some people who ask specifically for an American lager.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely think they're gonna. Yeah.
And I always sell them the Utica Club I was saying, and so I'm so psyched to have one of ours that I can
Yeah.
sell them all day, as opposed to, because we don't have the Bistro Blonde anymore. I used to like to sell that one. I love the pale light color on it. It's really,
Yeah, it's super light colored. It's totally clear. So yeah, I think all of those things combined. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't be a banger.
yeah.
So I would say, guys, like, anytime you have someone that orders a Miller or Bud,
Yep.
Labatt, whatever, especially if they're right here at the bar,
Yeah.
give them this too.
Yeah.
Give
Yes.
them this
Try
big of
it,
it.
yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Because, like, and maybe don't open the bottle yet. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Be like, just try this for me.
Yeah, like give it to them and then go get their beer. Like here, taste this while I go get the bottle of beer or whatever.
Or you can even place down.
Your selling point there too is like this is on draft. It's fresh. It's like it's made right over there. Those big tanks right there. That's where this was made. Like
Quality
steps from
ingredients.
where you're sitting.
And bringing it home in cans is probably also a good sell to those
Yeah.
people who drink the Bud Lights and Miller Lights because they usually have them at home too.
And we'll have these in crowlers. My hope for these in the future is that we'll have them in the 12-ounce cans, like the smaller cans and 6-packs. But that's going to take a little bit of time. We'll have to do another batch for that, and we'll see what actually gets into cans and what doesn't. That's a whole other complicated thing that we deal with in the
I
back.
had a
group of guys, snowmobilers, and the one just was getting like the Lights bottles because he doesn't like switching from domestic to craft, and he was already drinking domestic, so he like that was the only reason why he got it in here. See what
I mean, I understood not changing from.
I know.
Well,
I was like,
that's just he's fixed it in his like ways.
yeah.
Domestic.
He drinks
Yeah,
like a-
I
he drinks
mean,
like a
I've seen it.
heavier
I
craft
get
one.
it.
It's like,
Actually, I see what it is,
He
but
drinks the heavier craft ones, and he was sticking to the light domestic.
I mean, and that's like part of what we have the opportunity to do here is like to take people who are like they're about their domestics, and we can expose them to something that like maybe they haven't been exposed to before, and convert some people. I'm all about that. The other thing that we could do also with this beer for an upsell is. Sure, people can take home a crowler of this, but if they want cans, the closest thing that we have to this is the River Trail Pilsner.
Yeah.
So that we have, those are those red cans, we've got them, and if we could kind of like boost sales of that off of this beer, which I think is kind of like, I think you guys, I see you're nodding, so you agree with me, it's like an easy jump, then let's do that for sure. Okay,
Thank you.
taking enough of your time. Have a great shift.
Thank you.